Hey everybody, I'm Blitz. Welcome back to Shadowrun, Hong Kong. So last episode we managed to make it to Strangler Bow. We decided to be the nice guy and not kill anyone. We came back and we got a load of karma, which, let's see, did we use the karma? Oh, giggity, we got karma. 9 of it. I didn't see that we got more. I've been wanting to get the cyberware going on, but man. Alright, more body could be good too. We haven't actually gotten into any combat, which is annoying. Like we did, but we managed to kill the critters pretty easily. So the quickness could be good. Range combat's kind of nice to have. That SMG skills. What? No way. That one's awesome. But I like the cyberware affinity too. I don't know. Melee weapons could be kind of cool, but I don't know. It does, and I didn't look into the unarmed thing, and then I don't really care about any of these down here. Maybe charisma up to get the etiquettes, because you guys have seen how well the etiquettes actually do. So maybe we'll take the 6 into 3. Get higher body. Maybe we'll go for quickness. No, body increased by 10 hit points. Confirm. That's probably a terrible idea. I don't really care though. So let's go to bed. We're going to go to the bunk. This is just the stash. We haven't actually got anything for the stash. I figured that we were going to queue up a dream once we went to sleep. And the answer is yes. We got some sleep. And we got a dream. The dream is suffocating. The shifting tunnel of glass and steel, the towering silhouette of dark majesty, the shadowy doorway, and the teeth. They snap at your heels as you claw your way back to consciousness. You open your eyes to Duncan looming over you. Good morning. He shakes your shoulder roughly. Blitz, come on Blitz, wake up. We gotta go talk to Conley. The others already left. What's your problem, Duncan? He lets go of your shoulder and cocks a thumb at the hatch. We gotta go! I've been trying to wake you for a while now. You were thrashing around in your sleep. Thanks. Let's get going. We don't want a mob boss waiting. Glad you did. I was having a nightmare. Yeah, I didn't sleep well either. I had a bad dream last night too. What about? I never remember my dreams all that well. It was probably motion sickness. Not used to sleeping on a boat. I woke up a little while ago and it hit the head. Then I came back and woke you. You doing okay? I'll survive. But man, nothing's got right since we stepped foot in this country. Is Hong Kong a country? I don't know, that's one of the weird thing. Is Hong Kong a country because it was part of the UK and then it was part of China? Whatever. I'll tell you something though. All this after a full night's sleep, I don't believe Ray's dead. He's dead, Duncan. No, I don't believe it either. What makes you say that? Think about it. That statement from the cops on the newscast could be fake. Ours was. And the surveillance footage? We never saw Raymond get shot. The camera was hit by stray gunfire. Probably not stray, they were intentionally shooting it. His passion was intense, but contained, focused. Raymond's alive, Blitz. I know it. You make a good case, Officer Wu. He smiles. His teeth are white and straight and perfect. Should have been a detective instead of a headbuster, right? His smile fades. Boy, he was real good on that. You didn't see him die, so he's not dead. I feel like I'm 12 years old again, squatting on the stinking trawler. My partner's gone. Raymond's gone. I'm gone. I don't even have a name anymore. And now, I can't even go to sleep and hide from it all without having a nightmare. Thought he just said he didn't have a nightmare. I'm sorry. I'm finding all of the different things in here. What else are you gonna take away from me? Oh, you still have that piercing you got in Tacoma. I had to drop that. Hygiene issues. And what did we fall into here, Blitz? I mean, what's coming next? Isn't it obvious? Look around. We're sinless, living in the shadows, dealing with criminals. Okay. Wu is silent for a moment. All you get is a blank expression. You're thinking of becoming a Shadowrunner. We already are Shadowrunners. I think? His arms, or he steps and crosses his arms, considers. I think this whole thing has been a blur. I haven't been able to really stop and think for a second. He shakes his head slowly, lets out a groan. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be a cop. You get to keep your gun. Yeah, and I want a pony. Yes, I want a pony, but we play cards that are dealt. That's right. It's like Ray always said. Shut up, Duncan, and let Blitz do the talking? Yes, that's what he said. I don't remember Raymond saying that. He said it a lot under his breath. Don't mess with him, man. You know I've got anger management issues. He checks his watch. Got it in his bill, left a while ago. We should get going too. See what the triad lady has to say. Alright. So that was kind of weird. Waterfront. Aha! So where am I supposed to go? We're going to talk to that dude at one point. Should we go in here? I guess we should. I feel like I don't really have anywhere else to go right now since this is like major talkie time, followed by major talkie time, followed by limited action time. Uh-oh. Little kid. Kill him. Kylie's place reeks of stale cigar smoke and fresh urine. Ugh, the clicking of mahjong tiles is strangely absent. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I should have looked that up. In this place is a low murmur of laughter and an air of eager anticipation. All eyes are focused on a growing figure, kneeling, bloody, and bound at the feet of kindly Chang. She beckons to him with a finger, and he struggles towards her, the loud rustling of the plastic tarp crackling under his knees as he's moved. His pants are wet with fear. The acetylene torch lies on the table at Chang's right hand. Kindly Chang ignores the scene. She behaves as all is right in the world. How did you sleep, my little ones? Fine, thanks. What's with the guy on the floor? She indicates to the kneeling man with an incline of her nose. Turd Bird here is a plain-clothes cop. He snuck into the area last night while you were sleeping, hoping to find you and kill you before the competition got to you first. My men found him on the outside of the trawler you were sleeping on. They saw to it that the rest was undisturbed, and your location remained a mystery. Aha! You can thank Mr. Bow for that. Nice. Not at Strangler Bow. That's him right there. Sweet. Thank you for guaranteeing our safety, Mr. Bow. He inclines his head 1/4 of an inch. She addresses the bloody man on his knees. Now, Turdbird, to my friends here? What you told me. I don't know anything. I swear, I just got the orders last night. Someone high up wants these two dead, and the whole department is on it. I don't know anything else. Someone from high up? How high? Cop looks at her. Looks around the room filled with triad soldiers. One of them opens his coat and shows the cop something inside. He closes it slowly and winks. Cop drops his head to his chest, all the way up. All the way up. It's someone on the council. Someone on the executive council wants these two dead? Screw your ancestors to the 18th generation. Give me the truth. Ooh. Cop wears a spittle when he never lifts his head. It's the truth, madame. I swear it. Whoever it was labeled them as terrorists. Were to terminate with extreme prejudice. Kindly Chang shuffles closer to the kneeling cop, reaches down and strokes his head with her hand. Then she slowly digs her fingers into his scalp and she pulls back hard until his chin points high. Triad boss leans in close and searches his eyes with her own. That's all he's got. She lets it go to his head and smooths out his buzz-cut hair with her hand. For whatever reason last night, someone was on the executive council of the Free Enterprise Zone, ordered the Hong Kong police force to kill two nobodies from Seattle. I find it fascinating, don't you? I call it some messed up stuff. Seattle isn't like Hong Kong. There, the megacorps control the government. Here, the cops are the government. The exec council is chosen by the corporate board of governors. They're basically the legislative and executive branches of the Hong Kong government in one tiny package. 8 people call the shots. Neat and efficient. Kindly Chang steps back from the cop and lights one of their thin black cigars. For the wage slaves and the civilian sheep, corporations are a pantheon of gods who wield absolute power. But not for us. Huh. Who else knows about a guest visit here in Hey-Oi, Turd Nugget? No one, madame. I hadn't called it in yet. I just wanted to kill it for myself. No one knows they're here, I swear it. Mr. Bao? He's telling the truth. No outgoing calls on his PDA. Very good. Thank you, Bao. Thank you for your honesty. In one smooth motion... Oh, man. Bao produces a silenced pistol, fires it into the policeman's head and replaces it in the jacket. His face never changes expression. Wow, I was thinking we were going to have to deal with him. He knew, my darling. He knew. She balances her cigar on her shot glasses, picks up some mahjong tiles, and begins playing with them absently. It's clear our friend Raymond Black was up to something involving the walled city. Something having to do with prosperity. Yeah, we knew that. And this executive council member wanted Raymond dead for it. She stacks the tiles one by one and clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Now, they want you dead for it too. This plastic-faced man may show up on your door one day too. She knocks the pile over and clatters it to the table loudly. I have a proposal for you, my sweets. Work for me. With Nightjar and Gutshot dead, I find myself 2 job openings. Fill them. I need undeniable assets here. Players unaffiliated with the Triads who can take care of some of the more unsavory business needs around town. You've proven yourselves resourceful, and you have no existing connections here. That can be positive line of work. Shadowrunners. Wu grunts, his jaw tightens, but he stays quiet. In exchange, I will keep you safe from pests like this one. She nods at the body on the floor with a pool of blood and a plastic wrap continues to widen. You'll have a safe harbor here, in my town. Steady source of income. She picks up a handful of tiles, and while you dip your toe in the waters of corporate espionage, organized crime, and clandestine mercenary actions, I will employ my network to find plastic-faced man and gather information about Raymond Black. Where he's been, who he's talked to, who stood to gain from his death, and what this prosperity could be. You're putting a lot of effort to help out some foreigners. Not foreigners, my sweet. Valued business associates. Oh, smooth talker. I need to learn who killed one of my clients, and then order the cops to execute a team of Shadowrunners. Her voice drops and she becomes deadly serious. In this brazen disregard for my power, face dictates it must be confronted, or I stand to lose everything. Okay, we need to find out... how does a great agreement work? I find the right jobs for my people with your talents. For people with your talents. You do what our clients cannot do for themselves. I take a finder's fee and a small percentage of your earnings. You make a lot of new yen very quickly. It's all very civilized. She leans in. Work for me. Allow me to make you money. Let my network work for you and help you find out what you've gotten yourselves into. Without my help, you wouldn't last a day out here. You are completely out of your depth, I'm afraid. You need a partner. Kindly Chang will be your partner. Wu's hands go to his hips. He drops his head and shakes a little, amused. It was just like you said, Blitz. Shadowrunners. Glad I had some time to think about it. Process. He grips the back of his neck, squeezes hard, rips his hand away. Screw it. I'm not a cop anymore. That guy's dead. He nods. That's the decision we make. I'm in. What about you? There's good money in the shadows. Until I'm clear my name, I can get out of here. I'm going to find out who killed Raymond. I don't really care about Raymond, honestly. Let's do it. I'm in. I don't have anything better to do right now. Breaking Bad is on reruns, so I'm good. Yeah, you might want to ask yourself one day. Okay, I'm in. This is a temporary situation for me. Raymond is alive. I'm sure of it. So I'll run the shadows as long as Auntie Chang keeps up on her end of the bargain, helps us figure out what really happened to him. And then I'm going to find my father. Then it's done. Aoi is now open to you. She gestures her hand to her lieutenant, who raises a finger to her ear and whispers into her sleeve. First order of business. Blitz. Hero's already chosen his street name. She turns to Wu, but Duncan Wu doesn't exist anymore. You'll need one too. Okay, I'll think of something. We already got you covered. A gun show. Fits, doesn't it? Indeed. I knew that was going to stick. It has stuck. Gobbet, Isabel. We'll handle this the same way we did with you, all your previous work. All the jobs I line up will be sent to your computer on the squat boat. She's pointing at you. I got it. Why him? It's simple. He's the player character. The rest of you are NPCs. Isabel isn't the leadership type. She doesn't have those stats. You got that right. I'm a dwarf kid. She moves her finger to the orc girl. As for Gobbet, let's just say Gobbet doesn't have a head for business. Not my thing. And rest her finger on Wu. Well, there's gun show. The jury's out on Mr. Gun Show. Meaning there's a lot going on with it that, wow. Meaning there's a lot going on within that head of yours right now, and I'm not sure I can trust you. That's the dyslexia. Can't, like, the words, like, this just disappeared. Couldn't read it. So I'm in charge because I'm the best of the worst? Gun Show will be fine, trust me. Jury's out with me too, Duncan. You're raw nerve. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you. Okay, this one. Oh, don't put it that way. You're the most equipped for the role. Okay. So he's well, never mind. She's making sense. You're the right person for this, Blitz. Okay. I had to handle it back in the Barrens, Blitz. Guess it's time I dusted it off. Yeah, that makes sense, because you're supposed to have 3 different names. Blitz Krigsler doesn't exist anymore. Call me Blitz. Alright, she shakes his head, eyebrows raised. Gonna be weird calling you Blitz again, even though that's your given name. Haven't had to call you that since we were kids. Interesting. Gaba looks away from Isabel to woo to you. I guess this is our crew. Welcome into the shadows, Blitz. That's kind of weird. Oh, we can talk to her again? As much as I love your company, I have business to attend to. Clear out of here and get settled in. Alright. So now we're actually free to go. And we can go maybe get some of those cyberware. I'm excited about those. Aha! Crew advancement available. As you lead your team through the shadows, your companions will continue to develop and learn new combat skills. Clicking the icon in the lower right-hand corner of the screen will open up the crew advancement menu. This one? Okay. When the icon is highlighted, one or more of the companions is eligible to learn a new combat skill. Each of the advancement level, you may choose one of 2 possible combat skills for each of your runners. Choose wisely. That's awesome. So we can choose that. Let's go up to here as he's running. We will. That's the right spot. We'll do this. Okay, so we got territorially augment skill range combat. Spend some more time in the firing range, increasing her range combat skill and SMG specialization by 1. Okay, spiritualist. Spirits will never break away in the first 2 rounds of summoning them. That's actually kind of a cool one. Spirits, if you summon a spirit, they can break away and be your enemy. That's actually alright. Let's do that since we already have an SMG expert. Yeah. Okay. Now you, espionage? Okay. We want to do, since you're the Decker, we actually want you to be Decker. Remote mines can be triggered, detonated at will. Espionage. Gaze at Tar Blastered 1.0 program. Yes, I want that, because that is, I believe that's in the Matrix. So we're going to confirm that too. We haven't gotten into the Matrix yet, and hopefully we can do that. Oh, Lethal Force. Gain ability firepower round. Duncan gains an assault rifle ability that fires a single shot of incendiary ammo, does an additional 2 damage, and pierces up to 2 armor. Yeah. Card control. Gains a rifle ability that does 2 AP damage. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, we want that. AP damage is sick. Alright, confirm that too. Very good. So let's exit out of that. Now we can go in here, use the intercom. Now, what's up, dude? Kindly will vouch for me. Yeah? You just idle your engine there for a minute. I'll check on that. There's long silence. Door gives several heavy metallic clicks, and there's a dull rumble. Like heavy bolts sliding back. A green light flashes on the terminal. The door appears to be unlocked. You can enter the clinic. Woohoo! Oh, this is cool. What's this? Examine the lobby. An electro furnace room has been built out as medical clinic and a machine shop. The air is alive with a rumble of furnaces and the hum of cooling fans. It's sweltering. The front area is more like a homey coffee house than a clinic lobby. Comfortable old furniture, used digipads, coloring books. The wall opposite the boilers is cluttered with a mixture of photos and prints, local artist work, imagining the military vehicles, off-road racing, Rube Goldberg machines, personal photos, old-time Chicago gangsters, the Desert Wars Motorized Combat Division. Wonder that is. Inspect the personal photos. These photos are mostly Hawaii residents, holidays, and parties. 10 armed Ambrose, many of them. Okay. That must be this guy. The vast scope of the photo suggests that Ambrose must be acquainted with almost everyone. Okay. Glance around the clinic. The work area is more like a machine shop than a medical theater. Roboticized operating table and hydraulic lift supporting a partially disassembled V8 engine occupy places of equal importance. Against the north and south walls, prosthetic limbs are racked overhead like machine parts. A heavy lift hoist is clapped to an I-beam. An impressive home-built computer sits on the desk of the far wall. Several bulky towers sit under the desks, fans whirling. It looks more like a sysadmin Decker's server situation than a doctor's terminal. Very cool. The floors are stuffed concrete stained with grease and old blood. Ugh. Faint odors of ammonia, gasoline, and antiseptic mingle in the air. Sanitary space, no spitting. Great. Let's go talk to this dude. Gotta talk to 10 armed Ambrose. Here we go. Clinic looks like it has hosted a party. Spindly mechanical arms whirling from unobtrusive wall mounts, pulling down on crepe paper, ribbons, and scooping food platters and empty beer bottles into biohazard bags. A severely crippled Caucasian man sits in a wheelchair amidst a maelstrom of mess and robotics. He's in his 40s, thick beard, tungsten earrings, beer belly, one the side of her eye. Both his legs are missing, one at the hip, the other at the knee. He has only one arm, and 3 fingers remain on his surviving hand. His face and arms show the scars of reconstructive surgery. Gadzooks, Batman. He grins at you widely, regarding you with bloodshot eyes. He's clearly hungover. "Hey, I'm Ambrose," he shouts cheerfully in English, his words piling together a loose Midwestern accent. "They call me 10 Arms. Welcome to the Kong, fellow UCASN. He chuckles, his chest shaking with mirth. A Waldo arm spins to life and swings over to him. His menacing metal pincer momentarily sets a cigarette between his lips, just long enough for him to inhale it. Kindly says, "You're all right. What can I do for you?" You're a doctor?" "Sure I am. I'm a rigger doctor. A rockter." A rockter, that's funny. Ambrose bursts into laughter and then stops and clutches his head. "Oh man, I can't laugh hard today. Too much partying last night. It hurts. I'm not board certified, but don't worry. I should be. I'm full-on skilled. My work's Yellow Lotus guaranteed and precisely in accordance with World Medical Association standards. Everybody in Haoi comes to me, because I'm the only option." "Very well, Rockter. Right on. Let's get you tricked out, unless you want to talk, which I'm down for, too." "Alright. Your front door could stop a bulldozer." "Are you kidding? You have any idea how much all this stuff in here is worth? This high capital operation in life's dangerous for a guy missing most of his members, tooling up smugglers and criminals. Let me tell you what, though. Someone who busts in here, they're going to have a world of hurt." He chuckles evilly. "Heh heh heh. There's a lot more than pipes and wires in this false ceiling. I've got Kenley's crew, the Club 88 boys, and a panic button. They know which side their bread is chromed on. What are you thinking? Trying to knock me over? What do you have?" "What do I do?" "Yes. Tune-ups and engine rebuilds on you. I do it all. First aid, second aid, surgery, cybernetics, obstetrics, euthanasia. I'm your one-stop shop for health and beauty, and I guess death. Maybe not the beauty either. I don't modify myself? No. Can you install me? With combat wear. You know it. You know that you got the coin and the essence. I'll trick you out like a bulldozer with ground effects and a turret." Oh, that sounds awesome. I got it all. Bionic limbs, wired reflexes, Decker wear, blood filters, synthetic muscle, bone, lacing, greased bearings, ground effects, and tight bolts. That's weird. Full range of chromes, alley services, and something we like to keep beneath the police force radar. Okay, mechanical services. Oh, nothing you'd be interested. Right now I'm mostly doing engine. Okay, so he's an engineer. I show me your services. There you go. Tune up. Let's get these cyberware. All right. So this is interesting. We have essence. So we're allowed 7 pieces of essence. So this takes like the NeuroNet skillwares. See how this takes 0.3 essence? If we got that, if we put that in, it would take 0.3 and then we'd have 6.3. The more essence you have, the more attuned with like magic you have. But we're not doing magic, so doing this stuff could be kind of cool. Like the eye data jack. Data jack concealed inside of a cyber eye. Favors spies and infiltrators. So data jacks, I believe, man, it's been a while. Data jacks, I think, are what connect to like weapons and stuff. But you can get cyber arms and all sorts of stuff here. Ooh. And some of these have like 6 AP and +1 quickness for an Aztecology Cyber Leg Basic. So we can get upgrades on these eventually. And then you get what's called a Essence Hole, I believe it is. So if you say we did this one and it gives us 1 essence cost. So we put that essence in, and when we took out, if we replace this part with something that had lower essence, we'd have a hole of essence. So we'd have like 7 current essence and then like a little more. That's the way it works in the tabletop. I think some of you longtime Shadowrun players might be on that. This is kind of one thing that people don't really get in too much, but I really do want to play around with it. Okay, so the data jack is used for riggers and deckers, and those you want a smart link weapon, so you can link it with the weapons. That's cool. We might do that, because I always want that. It's like better accuracy. There we go. Okay, there is the hand raisers. And these are, so we need the affinities on these. So we're going to put in the hand raiser. Wait a minute. Where does this one go? Okay, Cyber Spur. Uses a close combat skill for accuracy. Damage, strength +4, causes 1 bleeding damage and no AP damage. Pierce up to 1 armor. So this one is better than that one. Let's put this in. So our money, we have 2,000 new yen yet. Do we want weapons or do we want more of this fun stuff? So there's the hand raisers. I could get, passive 3% to hit. See, that's really cool. I'm thinking maybe like more AP and more skills. We can't afford that one yet. Ooh. Bone lacing plastic +1 body. That's cool. We might do that one. It'd be kind of cool. And we can get 2, and then our essence. Shoot. 5.25. Maybe not. It eats up a lot of essence. Especially that one does. Let's reset that one. We'll get our arm thing again. Put that in there. And should we do an eyeball? I don't really want a data jack if I'm not going to do an eye. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it goes into a different slot. That's the deal. We could get a +3% to hit. That could be nice. I guess we'll do that. Or should we get... See, it'd be nice to have that together with the data jack in it. We could get arms, neuronet skill wires. We get throwing weapons. We're not going to use that. Passive dodge. I think we'll do that instead. Arm. More control. How about... Ooh, there's the hand raiser. Let's do the... Where was it? The 3% hit. Yeah, the eyes. We'll do the eyes, and we'll confirm that. Cyberware causes essence loss. This affects magic rating on your character. Magic is equal to essence rounded down. Magic is very important for spellcasters. The base number of spell slots available to the caster is equal to half of their magic rounded down. Therefore, losing essence can cause spell slots to be permanently lost. In addition, each magic point loss increases the spell cooldowns by +1. Increasing a spell, again, while it's cooling, causes drain damage to the caster. No, just drain damage, not damage. You cannot have less than 1 essence, so that's like the remaining little bit of your soul. So let's confirm that. We're bionic now. Actually, we're cyber. That's so cool. I've been wanting to do that. Cheers, brother. Talk to you later. So we do need the unarmed too. I was kind of wondering that. I guess we'll put the rest of our points when we get them into... I guess it goes in body. And there's a cyberware, and then there's the quickness. And, it's strength and unarmed. So we'll have to put points into here, which is kind of interesting. But I tell you what, that is going to do it for this episode. There's probably a lot more that we need to do running around. I needed to check out that. I guess we can talk to whatever that thing is and see what this is. Shouldn't be too much. Examine the computer. The impressive home-built computer is running multiple large memory units and processors. Chilled with air from the active cooling system washes across the whirl fans. A thin fiber optic cable runs across the floor to Ambrose in his chair. On the wall behind his computer are miscellaneous decorations, notes, and photos. 2 items stand out: a large dry erase calendar and a corkboard plastered with printouts. Clippings, BBS posts have been printed, carefully snipped, and pinned in place. Most are less than a year old. They're intermixed with grainy photographs of what looks like a devastated city, Chicago. News articles describe an outbreak of virulent version of Vitus plague in the city, and the subsequent quarantine of a zone containing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. See, this is cool because the Vitus plague has like ramifications in other modules of Shadowrun, so that's kind of neat. Aha. The newest items on the plain text bulletin board postings printed out, and the very fact that they're all from so crude a site is strange. Very, very few matrix sites. There so are plain. Identify the source of the printouts. These printouts are from the Shadowland. The Shadowland, a dark matrix site for Shadowrunners that operates out of the Denver Data Haven. It's the first and foremost to all the underground anonymous systems dedicated to Shadowrunning activity. Captain Chaos, Fast Jack, and the other global shadow decking luminaries appear at these points. Okay. Huh. A little bit of a loop. Let's look at the wall. Look at the calendar. Dry erase calendar is cluttered with relentless storm of commitments written in cramped, sloppy handsy. Must appear to be medical appointments with patients, followed by a busy list of social engagements. Closer scrutiny reveals others. A basic mechanics class on Wednesday nights, basic computer coding Sunday afternoons before both of these inked in red marker. Prepare lesson plan, you stupid idiot. Holidays, big combat auto races, birthdays, every Sunday until 4 is simply labeled engine. Only 5 hours a night are allocated to sleep, but large swaths of time are conspicuously labeled hangover. Huh. Alright, so he's a drunk. We got Cyberware installed by drunk. Do we actually have it? No. Let's look at us now. Blitz. How do I... It's this one, isn't it? Cyberware. Ah, we do. Sweet, man. Cyberware. Close quarter combat skill. Oh, close quarter combat skill. Let's look at that again. Do I have points in that? Where is it? Hey, come back here. This one. And that is close quarter combat skill. It's probably strength. Okay, close combat. So we do have some points in these. Great. This is going to be good. We can put more points in these. We'll boost these up next time we get some stuff, because that could be really awesome. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed. Kind of fun, more storyline. I guess that's what this game is story-based. So keep your stick on the ice. We'll catch you next time.